Empty stationary buses. Millions lost in revenue. This bus company operates 14 buses to and from Zimbabwe daily. It halted all operations during the country's shutdown a week ago. And services remain significantly scaled down. While the bus company says it's still not operating at 100% capacity to and from Zimbabwe, while it says it's cut its services by half from South Africa to the troubled country, and that will remain until the situation stabilizes. The ripple effect? Cross-border commuters also affected.
Even our inland services are getting affected, as you know, there are other passengers coming in from maybe Zambia that are crossing through Zimbabwe to get to South Africa. But surprisingly, you know, the passenger numbers going into Zimbabwe, that's where the big reduction is. And the numbers coming out of Zimbabwe, from Zimbabwe, we're actually running full services. With a limited number of buses on the road, passengers are few.
We are very afraid of the situation, but we have to go home. We have some kids there, so you have to keep on sending something there.
I'm going to Chinhoyi, that is about 115 kilometers from Harare. It's home, I have to go. That's how I feel.
Here at this taxi rank, where commuters depart to and return from Zimbabwe, we find Fortune Moyo, who's just returned from his country and claims he was caught up in the shutdown violence.
There was a lot of people. They were throwing stones at the bus, and a broken glass fell and cut me.
The impact of the instability in Zimbabwe is felt beyond its borders.
Look at the amount of work that is being done to say Zimbabwe is open for business, and then look at the effect or the impact, negative impact that all this is going to have, because it's a perception issue. Business is a perception issue. Political stability and safety and security issues are the main issues that have to be taken into consideration, and at this time all this has been compromised to a certain extent.
The Zimbabwe president cut short an international trip to attend to the situation at home. South Africa has again called for sanctions against the embattled country to be lifted.
They are currently facing serious economic challenges, and they can be assisted by the world if those sanctions are lifted. But at the same time, yes, they are having discussions with us as South Africa about the economic challenges that they're facing. We are involved in serious discussions to see how best any form of assistance can be made available to Zimbabwe. We have not yet reached conclusion. We've had the Minister of Finance on our side and the Governor of the Central Bank getting involved in their counterparts on the Zimbabwean side. And President Mnangagwa and myself will meet at a later stage to see what is possible.
Hungry for change and improvement, Zimbabweans at home, here in South Africa and in other countries in the region, will be watching developments closely. Chriselda Lewis, SABC News, in Johannesburg.